Tuesday. It's the Capital Advantage live Q&A. Daniel, we got this. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry I missed last Tuesday. I was having a little fun in Sarasota, hanging out with all the FINRA and Nasaa people and Brandon and Tyler and Justin. Just the people who bought on an offering. Okay, hold on. Let me get into that. So, a couple things. Welcome back. I think we did Thursday, but not the Tuesday. Back to our regularly scheduled programming on Tuesdays. I'm very happy to be here. Boom. Surprising means there's more than one, Allie. That's usually what that means. Like if there's, it's just not everyone gets it. If you get 3 UIT questions, that's probably a lot. So that's, I say there's none. So if you get 3, that's kind of surprising. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Know that they're fixed. Know that they're usually not a security. They self-liquidate because they don't replace anything. They don't actually manage the money. They just supervise. Okay. David Daly, very much. Okay. Tommy, I'm happy to help, man. I am happy to help you. Facebook user, how are you? Emmy, boom. I love it. That's awesome. Don't worry. Listen, Emmy, I know that the laws and regs are tough, right? I know that they seem tough, but remember, I have the cheat sheet. I made the 63 cheat sheet. Oh, I have to say this as a disclaimer, okay? I have to say this as a disclaimer ahead of time. I list the names of the licenses. I can't list them fucking all. This is for any exam. So any exam you want to ask me on, I'm happy to help. It's not just the ones I list. I can't literally list 3, 4, 6, 7. I can't. Somebody said, what about the 6? Every time I mention one license, they go, what about the other one? So I'm telling you, get this into your head. This is for, there's no set night, okay? It is Tuesday and Thursdays. Ask on any FINRA or Nasaa exam. Any Nasaa or FINRA exams. Joe, what the fuck are you doing on here? I told you, get off, go to sleep. Okay. Told you not to come on here. I'm happy to see you, but get the fuck off. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well. Check out all these free resources. As I'm taking Tylenol to make sure I'm not in fucking pain anymore. Okay. Now, okay. Couple free things before we get into this. Boom. Boom. Oh, Cody. That's awesome. Love that. That's awesome. So you're done. Yeah, Jax, I'm telling you right now, you're going to nail this thing. You got the options down. You did the Sunday night thing. Okay. No, Hannah, no. I mean, no, not really. Just conceptually. David, it's a thing, maybe so, but I'm telling you right now, you guys give me a little bit too much credit. So Vandana, you and Emmy should hang out. The laws, everyone struggles with the laws. Okay, let me get my shit out of the way first, because I don't want to do in the middle. 1, I'm here to tutor if you want. Check me out at series7.org, series7exam.org. If I'm too expensive because I'm greedy, go check out Michael Weiss at series7examtutor.com. He's also on our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group. I have a Facebook group called Go check it out. 4,300 people, 4,400 people on there. Super, super active. But literally, if somebody puts a question up, they answer before I do, which is awesome. That's called FINRA Exam Prep, SIE, Series 7, Series 6. Yes, it's for any FINRA exam. But again, I can't list every exam. Then for the people taking the 65, 66, we have a Series 65, 66 exam prep group. They're all awesome. They start study groups and everything. And it's funny. So I do the Sunday night things, right? To the membership. Okay. I started doing videos on that, Tyler. I'll get into it a little bit. Not one, the score went down, which is awesome, right? So down at 70. Okay. Yep, I can do that, Mandy. Absolutely. I have videos on that, but I can absolutely do that. So now, I do the membership group, right? I'm not pressuring you to join, but every Sunday night we meet. I do the 65, 66 at 6 p.m. I do the 7 at 7 p.m. and I do from 8 to 9. I do the options, okay? And you can join the different membership groups. So if you do the serious study group, you get the 65 meeting or the 7 meeting, right? Either one. You can go to both. I have Sean who goes to both of them. He does the options one too, which is crazy, but he's awesome. He's taking the 65. I wanted to make sure he's overcovered. I have another lower level where it's just my options, which I think are awesome. My options videos I think are great, but I'm biased. I do it differently than everyone else. Everyone else uses a T-chart. I do not. Okay. So that's the thing. So if you like the T-charts, don't do my options. If you don't like the T-charts, do my options. So I'm telling you, people say they save their lives because it's so fucking simple. Now, I think that works. Go check. The other thing is, look, if you're taking the SAE right now and you don't have materials, go check out Achievable. Seriously, they're awesome. I have a video with this. Row, do not feel defeated. Don't worry about that. Achievables, great. They're good stuff. You got to put your time in and everything. Ro, we'll talk. Let me get through all this stuff first so we can boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now Achievables in the link, they're awesome. For the SIE, there's everyone, they're better than anyone else. I think they explain it better than anyone else. Even if you don't want to use my link and fuck me, just go to achievable.me and grab it. Go on there. They give you a free trial. You'll like it. They explain stuff better. And if you do your stuff, you're going to be fine. Okay. Yeah, Emmy, I have a video called The Cheat Sheet for the 63. It should be. I just came out with it like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Here's the thing. I'm a lot slower on videos lately because I've been so busy and doing the conference and everything. Been gone. Let me see if I can find this stupid video. It wasn't that long ago. And there's the final. Here we go. This is just like a chart to help you with the laws and regs a little bit. Okay. Well, by the way, Hannah, neither one of them do. But look here, first of all, hold on. Boom. That video, Emmy and where's my other person? 1, 2, 3. Oh, my dog's your haircut. Okay. Again, Hannah, you don't need to know LIBOR. Okay. They might. I don't know if they do, but that's not. Dog. If you hear me kill a dog, I apologize. Okay. The other person, somebody else is taking it, and they're struggling with the laws and regs. There it is. Okay. So now, again, my membership stuff, we meet every week. We meet every Sunday night. We're even meeting Father's Day because, well, I just got to earn, baby. I always say Mother's Day, nobody can do anything. Father's Day, everything's planned. Okay. Now, Teddy. Guys, don't mind me. I'm about to try to scare him. All right. We're good. Okay. Now, I think that works. Also, don't forget, I have these study groups, which is kind of cool. I have a couple people. If you go to my website, series7exam.org, I have Zoom groups in there. I don't run them, but they're open 24 hours. So what a lot of people do is they leave them on while they're studying, and anyone jumps in. Craig, I just did a video. I just shared the video on that like 30 seconds ago. And really, the 623 isn't really a hot sheet kind of thing. It's more about, boom, hold on, you net. Okay, net. Boom. Boom, I'm happy that helped. I'm so awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. Okay. Are you, Michael? Did you email me on the message? Okay, we'll get to you, okay? Don't sweat it, okay? I'm going to, okay, so I don't know if somebody else posted on Facebook too that they felt, and I'm going to get into that, okay? Okay, let me get busy now. Okay. Yeah, yeah, the problem is it could be on there, but it might not be, okay? Yeah, get on there. Oh yeah, okay, got it, Matt. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it in a second. Okay, Dan, you got to do everything, right? So this is the thing. Half of the 66 is rules and regs. Seriously, half of the 66 is rules and regs, and it really is. Okay, that's kind of so. Hannah, I'll get you on that too. Notman has one. FINRA has some. Achievable has some. Okay. Now, the problem is Achievable. You have to buy the whole thing. Okay. No, Tyler. Yeah, if you get the 65, the 6 should not be that hard for you. Okay. Just make sure you get the regs down in the investment vehicles. I'm telling you right now, everyone who fails, it's not the regs sometimes, but a lot of times it's the investment vehicles. Right. So if you're taking the Series 66 or the 65, the investment vehicles just screws people up so much. Okay. They really get hammered on that and they just don't know what to do. Okay. They just get screwed up. Because here's the thing. So if you take the 65, maybe the investment vehicles aren't that bad because you have to study it. But for the 66, you go, oh, I got the 7 already. How hard could the investment vehicles be? Then they kick your ass for 2 hours. So make sure that you get the regs and the investment vehicles down. You get those two things cold, you're probably going to be fine in the exam. Okay. Okay, let's talk about perspectives. Okay. Boom, yeah, talk to each other. Oh, I wanted to go back to the Zoom group thing. So the Zoom groups are free. I pay for them by the year. So because here's what happens. If you start a free Zoom group and a third person comes in, okay, then what happens, okay? Then they shut it, as it locks down at 40 minutes. So mine are free. I paid for them. So what a lot of people do is like one girl, I think it's she Mandy, she just sits on it and see, and everyone else pops on, they do a study session together. It's kind of cool. It's kind of, and it's free. It's free is free, right? Okay. Let me back to this. So now on a prospectus cash. Okay. So remember something. Here's the deal on this. What people get confused at is when do you need to get a prospectus? Okay. If you're in okay, we'll get into that. I'm going to get into the fails in a second. Watch my if I failed video. So now, if you're entitled to prospectus, which we'll get to, you must get it. You must get it on. Hey, Facebook user, how are you? Okay. If you are entitled to a prospectus, you have to get it no later than completion of the trade, which is pretty much T+2. Now, how do I know if I am required to get it? So they're not going to go into what the vendors do with, oh, they bought it at the offering price or not. No, pretty much if you buy it from the issuer. Now it's just 3 levels: 90, 40, 25. 90, 40, 25. And the more liquid or the higher, the bigger the company, the less they require. So the normal rule is 90 days, right? So to get a prospectus on this would be in the SIE, the Series 7, the Series 6, and most likely maybe the 65 and 66. So the only one it might hell be on the 63 too. So if you are entitled, so how do you know if you're entitled to get a prospectus? First, the first 90 days. If you buy an over the counter means it's not on what do you call it? Hold on. Rachel, one of my favorites, she doubted herself and she nailed it. Now she's on to the next exam. David, that's awesome. Well, I'm happy to help. Okay. See the cheat sheet video, I think does help because it keeps it down to the basis. David D, congrats. Hopefully you're done. Maybe life and health now, but hope you're done. And then Rachel, she was very active, very nervous, and then she nailed it. Remember that. She nailed it. Okay. Let's get back to this. I'm lost. Is David Daly the same as David D? I don't know. But David Daly, congrats also. Okay. Now, let's talk about it. So if it's over the counter, which means not exchange listed, it's 90 days from the effective date. Boom. Okay. If it's over the counter an additional offering or a follow-on, that means not the primary, right? So an IPO is the first time you issue shares. That's 90 days. That's the rule. Okay. Then if it's a follow-on or an additional, which means you're issuing more shares or even a secondary, it's 40 days. But this is both over. There you go, Facebook. That's exactly what you do. If it's over the counter additional offering, it's only 40 days. Remember, unlisted, not on exchange, 40 days. If it's a follow-on, because again, the company's already out there, so there's news. Now, if it's on an exchange, it means it's listed, it's high-level stuff, they're big, everyone knows who they are, and so they only have to do 25 days. So an IPO for the exchange is 25. So it goes 90 over the counter IPO, 40 over the counter additional or follow-on or secondary, and then 25 for the stock listed on the exchange. You notice on a secondary, there's nothing. So if you're on the exchange, which means everyone's looking at you already, if you're on the exchange and do a follow-on, no prospectus required. Hope that helps a little bit. That's all it is, okay? So the IPO, it's either 90, 40, or 25. Well, the IPO is 90 or 25. If it's a follow-on, it's 40 or nothing, okay? Again, UITs, they're not securities most of the time. When I think of a UIT, like, is it managed? No, it's fucking supervised. I literally think, when I think of a person watching a UIT, I see a guy with a soda, cigar, and just sitting there eating chips, doing nothing, feet up on the desk, kind of doing nothing. That's the limit of what I think that their supervision is. UITs have a fixed portfolio. They do not replace that portfolio ever, okay? They do not replace that portfolio, okay? That's the thing. Hold on, I want to make sure. There we go. Okay. They do not replace that portfolio, okay? So it kind of just disappears over time. Like eventually the thing, if bonds mature or get called, they don't replace them, okay? So that's the thing. So since they don't replace them, the thing self-liquidates over time. So there you go. Okay, that helps a little bit with UITs. Not much there. Know that the fees are very low because you're not actually managing it, but they usually buy them just for income. That's kind of all they're doing. They're not doing them for you're not doing for capital appreciation. Yes, I guess you could buy stocks, but they're mostly for bonds. They're mostly buying bonds and stuff like that. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, XJ. We'll talk. That's you could have this done before the end of summer, my man. I think it's a man. XJ. Okay. They're literally the fund manager and the IA is literally the same thing. Okay. Boom. Okay. I'm Tommy again. I'm super happy it's helping out. That's awesome. Okay. Keep watching. Keep grinding. Remember, this is a supplement. Focus on the reading, everyone. Focus on the reading. Remember that. Okay. Good. Okay. Boom. 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 Okay. Here we go. Let me put the trailer in here so if anyone wants to watch this, they can. That's a good one. Boom. Okay. Last thing I got to add to this. I was running around all day. Got one last lacrosse game to go to on Thursday. It's a just hope I don't lose my internet. Okay. 350s for IAs. I'll get to that. Okay. Emmy. Again, hopefully that's that. So again, the 66 is fine. The regs are a bitch. Okay. The regs are legitimately a bitch. They're tough. Okay. They're not easy. Okay. 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 Systematic versus non-systematic. Okay. Systematic is market risk. Okay. So think about this. So March 13th, 2020, what happened? Oh, we shut the world down. 2 weeks to the cure. It's been end up fucking 2 years, right? So fuck that. Okay. They wanted to shut the world down. So what happened? The market dropped no matter what you freaking own. Yes, maybe. No matter what you own, it goes down. Even if they print cash. Google, Amazon, all of them, they all drop 15 to 20%. That is systematic risk. You cannot diversify that way. Remember that. You cannot diversify that away. You cannot diversify away market risk. You can lower it. Okay. You can lower it by doing what? Yes, my friends. You can lower that by buying puts. Okay. By index puts. You can buy index options and that will help you. But you cannot diversify that away. Okay. So now, there you go. Look at that. I love that. Brandon Rith coming in with some knowledge. That's awesome. Okay. Helps me catch up, right? Okay. Boom. Jonathan Espinoza. Boom. Okay. Let me jump down to that. Okay. Now, non-systematic risk, and everyone congratulate Brandon for his Nuggets winning. The Nuggets won the NBA championship, which is awesome. He's from Denver. And go check everyone on here. Go check out his website, Basic Wisdom. He has some good shit on there. He doesn't care if I float it, but I fucking love his stuff. Okay, so now, okay, boom, Jonathan Espinoza. That's awesome. Okay, so now, hey, would anyone want me to do a? We're trying to figure it out. I think I want to do a joint thing with Brandon so you guys can see his stuff and all that. I think I'm going to try to do that sometime in July, and we do that. Boom. Okay, we're going to try to do a joint one where we're both on camera at the same time. See how that goes. Okay. Boom. Okay. Let me catch up. Okay, so non-systematic is business risk. Remember that. So non-systematic is business risk, like your company sucks. Okay. So what happens is, okay, I think it'd be good. Okay. So non-systematic risk is like business risk. So if you buy a bunch of different companies, or just say you buy one company, put everything in Tesla, right? And I fucking love Elon, but say Tesla, and all of a sudden he decides to take over like a social media company, and then decides to shoot shit into space, right? Okay, I think so. And then he forgets, and then he's not focusing on Tesla that much. The stock may drop. So if you're buying one stock, you have the risk that it's like, one of my students, I forgot who it was. I think she said her boss explained it this. It might have been Mandy. No, it wasn't. So has an elevator, and you have one string for it. If you cut that string, you're fucked, right? But if you have a bunch of ropes hanging, so diversification is if you have a bunch of ropes holding that elevator. If one goes, it's okay, right? But if you that's why you diversify, and that's how you diversify non-systematic, because non-systematic is like one rope holding an elevator. It's one investment. If that rope goes, you're hurtling to the ground at ungodly speeds. Okay. Good. Okay. Hope that helps a little bit. Systematic cannot be diversified. That's market risk. Non-systematic is like business risk. You can diversify that away. Okay. Jax, I hope you're not on here anymore. Hope you're getting some sleep. Okay. Don't answer because I yell at you if you answer here. Okay. Okay. And again, Cody, I'm so happy for you. Okay. No, you will not have to know this shit. You will not have to do that. Okay. Okay. Ah, there you go, Vanessa. It was Vanessa. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's awesome. I told you I was going to steal it from you. Vanessa gave me that from her boss, which is awesome. Okay. Boom, David. I'm so happy for you. There we go. Watch so Vendana, watch the thing. So understand the rules. Remember something. The rules and the regs are pretty straightforward, right? They're very straightforward. Okay. They're like the rules are the rules, but the questions come at you to make you think that there's an exception. Okay. That's the difference. The rules, they kind of ask you a question where you think, oh, they go, oh, does a broker dealer register when it only has 4 retail clients? You go, wait, that sounds familiar, right? No, but that's IAs, not broker dealers. Broker dealers, 1 retail client, they got to register. They have an office, they have to register. The only ones who get that little de minimis of the $5 or 5 people or less are IAs. Boom. Okay. Okay. So I didn't talk about it a lot, and if you go look at the Achievable podcast, or I think there's a blog on there, they talk about it too. But and every vendor has it. Look, they add in things for the to talk about SPACs, which I did. I started a playlist of updates. So it's so Facebook user. If you go to Capital Advantage Tutoring, if you go to Capital Advantage Tutoring, and then this playlist for every test you do, that's my YouTube channel. And that's what. Oh, so you're watching through Facebook. All right. Okay. So now, so like I have a playlist just for 65 updates. I'm going to do more and more. One I have, you got to say the whole protect the old people thing. Okay, that they're expanding that. SPACs, which are like blank check companies, and then I did the digital assets. There's a couple more things, but that's the main one. And the best part is they dropped the score. And I swear to God, the one person we talked to is said that they did not get harder. Carla, I can try. I have videos on that. Have you watched my video on convertible bond yet? If not, I'll send it to you and then we can talk later. Okay. Okay. So now let me get my Zoom up so we can do this. So I'm going to do a little ex dividend date. Okay. And Brandon, if you're on, I bought the full version of Grammarly, so we'll see what happens. Okay. New meeting. I should do this ahead of time, but I never do. Okay. Share screen, Ken. Okay. So we all know the acronym DERP, right? Declaration X Record Payable, right? Declaration X Record Payable. That's the order, okay? You guys can see it. Yeah, it should be big enough. It's on your phone. It might be a little small, but we'll deal. Okay. Oh, Ivy, you're right. Yes, I will promise I will get to him. I promise. Do me a favor, Ivy, text me hello just so it goes to the top of my screen. Okay. Now, so declaration date, let's say the declaration date is, I'll just make it up, May 1st. Okay. Now, let's say the record date is Thursday, May 25th. Okay. Day before my daughter's birthday. Okay. And the payable day, nobody gives a shit, but let's say it's like June 1st. Okay. So now on a regular cash day, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. So this is it. So we made our record day. Hope everyone can see it. They made our record day. Make it nice and big. Make it a red. Oh, well, whatever. So we're going to make this the record day. Okay. So now let me change this back to black. See if I can. I can't. Oh, well. Maybe we can do it this way. Boom. Okay. So now R is a record day. That's a record day. So now let's play this game. If I buy it on Monday, okay. So Mandy, here's the thing. So if I buy it on Monday, it settles on Wednesday because T+2. We're good. That works. We get the dividend. So here, the buyer gets the dividend. We'll say that the buyer gets the dividend. Okay. Now, what if we buy it on Tuesday? It settles on Thursday. Yes, that's in time because I want you to think the buyer gets it because I want you to think that the transfer agent or the paying agent at the end of the day, at the end of Thursday, the record date takes a list of all the people who've settled and own the shares and goes, they get a dividend, they do. If you're not on the list, you don't get a dividend. If you are on the list, you do. So right now, if you buy 2 days before the X day, or 1 day before the X day, or 2 days, you get the dividend. Now watch. If you buy it on Tuesday, you get the dividend. That's called the Coom day. And I'm not going to write that out because I get shit on it. Now, if you buy it on Wednesday, well, you settle when? Friday, so you don't get the dividend. So in the X day, the seller gets the dividend. Okay. So it goes buyer, buyer, and then seller. Okay. Boom. Okay. Thank you. So buyer, buyer, and then seller. Okay. So if you buy it on the X day, the seller gets it, the buyer does not. If you buy it before the X day, the buyer gets it, the seller does not. And then going forward, the seller gets it until the next X day. I hope that, and what happens on the X day? This is the X day. We'll put a big X here to remind you that the business day before the record day is the X day. What happens? They drop the stock by the amount of the dividend. So trying to get someone to buy it before the X day is actually called selling a dividend, and it is a violation. Okay, that's the thing. It is a violation. Boom. Okay. Okay. Let's shut that off. Boom. Okay. Hope that helps, Mandy. Okay. Okay. Here's the deal, Ro. This is my thing. So now I would go back. So go back and reread. Here's the thing. Since you have 30 days, go back. Don't worry about this. Again, don't sweat this shit. Okay. Do not ever sweat a fail. The only way you sweat a fail is if you get fired, right? Okay. Now, because again, don't quit. Take whatever test you can. Now, use it since you have Achievable, use it again, right? So what I want you to do is just spend the first 2 days. I just want you to spend the first 2 days. And guys, if I answer a question that Brandon already nailed, just let me know because I'll just move on. It saves me some time. Okay. Because I 100% trust everything he says. I think he knows more than I do. Okay. Now, and that's saying that because I'm a fucking arrogant fuck. Okay. So now I use it. You use Achievable, which is great. I like them. Go back to rereading the stuff. And this is what I tell everyone to do. Whenever you have one vendor, I like you getting other vendors, just their questions, not the reading the questions. So I would say if you buy Achievable, maybe buy the Cap and QBank. But if you had the Cap and QBank, I'd say buy Achievable, right? So if you're using Achievable, which is great, go back and just reread for the first like 15 days. Don't take any tests. Just go through the thing. Just when you hit next, don't do the quizzes. Just hit next. Okay. Yes, Billy, they do. All open-end and closed-end funds, all investment companies calculate the NAV every once a day. Even ETFs do, but it doesn't fucking matter. That's the thing. On a closed-end fund, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't as far as you're buying it. Same thing with an ETF. But an open-end, you buy it at the NAV. So that does matter. UIT, you buy it at the NAV. But yeah, all NAVs are calculated once a day. Even I think hedge funds are done once a day. Okay. Now, okay. So I hope you grabbed that video, Emmy. Okay, good. Okay. So this is what I remember. FUM, F-U-M, baby, F-U-M. It sounds like fun, but it's not. So the Investment Company Act of 40, F-U-M. Face amount certificates, unit investment trusts, management companies, F-U-M, okay? Management companies are open-end, closed-end, and ETFs, UITs, okay? UITs are on the U part. So management companies are open-end, closed-end, and UITs. REITs are not. They really try to make REITs sound like it because it has the word investment trust, which sounds like UIT. But REITs are not. And the other part is REITs, like an open-end fund or investment companies, distribute 90% of their income every year, okay? REITs do the same thing, okay? So REITs and DBBs are definitely not part of the Investment Company Act of 40. They try to make you seem like they are because they'll go, oh, then they try to make a real estate limited partnership sound like a REIT. Because remember, a real estate limited partnership, all DPPs pass through the gains and the losses, all of them, not just 90%, all of them. The actual partnership doesn't pay taxes. It's a non-tax paying entity. So the money goes in and gets right to the partners. There's like a big hole in the bottom. The money goes in and it comes out to the partners. This thing does not pay taxes, okay? A REIT does. A REIT only passes through gains like a mutual fund. So they pay taxes on their money. Okay. Hope that helps a little. Brandon can answer that one. I don't know if he did already. And if they don't, I'm sure they can figure it out. Because I think that'd be interesting to just break that down, right? Okay. So Brandon, you can answer that one. Here's the thing. I don't focus on them that much. Like, yeah, LinkedIn, I'm telling you right now, it's tough. Okay. Now, here's my thing on this. Focusing on the 4 sections is tough. Okay. Yes. Face amount, UITs and management, open, close, and ETFs. Yes. Investment, remember, Billy, Investment Company Act of 40, not the Investment Advisors Act. Investment Company Act of 40, not the Investment Advisors Act. Make sure we get that down, okay? That it's Investment Company Act of 1940, not the Investment Advisor Act. Did I say that enough? Here's my thing. Even if they don't do it, I am not a major fan of following that thing. Look, and again, it's important. I know that, right? But I don't do that. I try to learn everything, and then yeah, some things I don't care about. Again, DPPs, blow them off. Balance sheet, I understand the high level shit. I don't worry about it too much because really, remember, you don't need 100. You need a 72. Okay, good. Okay, Wendy, what test again? I apologize. Just tell me because I always forget. Okay, I think it's a 66, but I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. Okay, Allie, if you're gonna ask that question, I don't like the question. But if anything, I think STC is closer. I think Kaplan's harder, but I think STC is closer to the style. Like I've definitely seen questions in STC that mirror questions I've seen. Okay. So Wendy, you got to cover everything. Okay. You got to know the options, which I think you're getting better at, right? You got to know the options, you got to know suitability, you got to know taxes, and you got to know customer counts. You got to know that shit. I mean, I guess all debt. I don't like doing that whole top three. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. Other than options are number one. Debt and suitability are number two. What are the two? Okay. Okay. No, 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 no. They use they don't have a book that's online. Follow their pattern. Don't I mean you can just power through once and then do it again. Like if you have time, I'd power through the whole achievable and then go back and do the sections and do the quizzes. But they have a platform that works. Like here's the thing. What they do is so understand they have a section, a very small section, and then you do some quizzes. I'm okay with that. Okay. What I'm saying is I don't want people sitting there doing doing a whole chapter and then doing 30 questions on it. They do it the way STC used to do it, which is they should have gone back to. STC used to have like half a chapter and then like 10 questions on that half a chapter. Then the rest of it, and then another 10 questions. That was when everything's in the book. Now everything's online. I don't mind their way because it's like you're not doing like 30 questions on a chapter. You're doing like you're reading like for 20 minutes or whatever it is. I don't know how long it is, 8 minutes. And then you're doing like a 5 or 6 question quiz on that stuff. And by the way, that's a good thing is I didn't know this. Those questions are different than their question bank. Okay. Those questions, their question bank are the same. But I think what happens is it's if their practice exams are not the same as those quizzes. So you're gonna get totally different questions. So again, I know I went back to you, Marcel. I jumped off of Allie, but sorry, Allie, STC's closer, but don't ever do that. Okay, don't worry about that because they're not exactly alike. Okay, the wording on the real exam is always going to be a little different than the vendors, and FINRA's pretty hard ass about that. They really go off on that. Okay, okay. If you keep your job, okay, Matt, if you keep your job, you could probably try to study for the 66 or 63 or whatever it is. Okay. Don't first of all throw away past perfect. How close did you get? You got a how close did you get? I thought you said you got a 68 or 69, right? Not by much, right? Okay. If they give you a fourth chance, you can't really study for 6 months. Seriously, nobody can do that. I would blow my head off. Okay. I shouldn't say that on here, but whatever. I would not do that. So I would absolutely focus on if you were gonna wait, if you have 6 months to wait, I would try to get the 63 or 66 out of the way. And if not, I mean, you're talking December. Don't do anything till September. If they're gonna give it to you, do some work. If they make a study, that's fine. But in reality, nobody can study for 6 months. I would take time off until about September and then give it a start. You going hard because you can't. Somebody posted it in Reddit the same thing. I don't know if it was you or not, and we kind of agree. If you sit there and try, Facebook too. If you sit there and try to study a couple hours every day, you're not gonna. It's fucking burnout, right? It's gonna be tough. So I'd rather you kind of just enjoy the summer a little bit and then go back. Now, again, if they're sitting there watching you and not doing anything, yeah, then fucking study because you don't want to get fired. But if you have the choice of just working for them and then taking the test in 6 months, I would take the summer off and then start in September. Get a fresh start, get your head back in shape, and then do it right. What do? Come September or end of August, you start reading the book. Read the book cover to cover once or twice. Get the achievable seriously. They're fucking shit. They're the shit. Okay, they're super cheap. It's like $140. Get the whole program, and I'm actually doing a video explaining all their new features, which are great. Okay. Okay, so Craig, I put the video in there that should help you a little bit on the hot sheet for the 63. It's not really the 63 isn't really a hot sheet test, but the video I did kind of gives you a baseline of what the rules and regs are. Okay. Again, net, I'm so happy for you. Boom. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy that there's no crypto on there, but you know what? It's that it could be on there. Doesn't mean it's definitely going to be on there. Okay. Sometimes they put stuff in like, and it shows up on very rare people. Okay. Okay, Carla, don't sweat that shit too much. Don't sweat it too much. Don't sweat the convertible stuff too much at all. I swear. I swear. Okay. But we'll get to. I'll do some stuff. Listen. Here's the thing on this. You can. I am literally. I can do math in my head. Some of it, but if you ask me 13 minus 8, I gotta go. I gotta count down. I mean, I used to all the time. So I'm not really good at math. And this is what I tell everyone. If you're doing algebra, you're doing something wrong. Okay. If you're doing complicated math, you're probably looking at it wrong. Now, again, at the vendors, even Achievable, Kaplan, STC, sometimes they do math that'll just be like, whoa, okay. But don't sweat them too much. And this will segue into Cash's thing. Okay. Here's the deal. 1, options. That's the formulas you need. 2, convertibles. Basic convertibles, not the fucking complicated shit. Do not sit there and try to figure out, like on the test. I'm not saying the convertible, everything's going to be easy, but it is much more straightforward than the vendors do. The vendors give you like, okay, well, you bought a bond at 108. It's convertible at 20. It's trading at 10% below where the parity, and then the parity, the guy died and he left it to his brother, and then his brother sold it for half of it at 42 and the other half at 84, and then he gave the rest to his sister. What's your capital? What's your cost basis? I don't know. That's not the test. The test is much more about what do you do? Bond trade. Hold on. Let me see if I can get one up. So I have one up here. Let's see if I can do one. Here we go. Okay. I can't draw on this, but okay. Everyone take a look at number 3 if you can see it. Maybe I'll make it bigger. Hold on. You should read that. Even on your phone, you should read that. Okay? Everyone take half a second to read that. This is what the questions are going to look like. A company offers 10. Remember, this is for the 7. This is not for the 63, 65, 66, 6, or even the SIE. Company offers $10 million of 8% 20-year debentures. Each debenture is convertible to common stock at 50. Okay, since they did that, they didn't tell you how many shares you get. What's the first thing you do? Always the first thing you do, if they give you the convertible price, you do par, which is the 1,000 divided by the convertible price. 1,000 divided by 50. What did that give you? 20. That means you get 20 shares for every bond you convert, okay? That means you get 20 shares for every bond you convert. So you're going to get 20 shares of common. Okay, where's the common trading? 53. It's down there. Market value of the common is 53. So I'm going to get 20 shares of a $53 stock. What the hell is that worth to me? Okay, well, I'm going to get 20 shares of a $53 stock. I will multiply 20 times 53, okay? Now, so that means if I convert, I'll get 1,060. Okay. That means if I convert, I'll get 1,060. Okay. That works. Now I have a choice. I either sell the bonds at 102 or convert the bonds into 1,060 in stock and sell the stock. So obviously the answer is you go for the bigger number. You sell the stock at 1,000. You're going to convert and sell the stock at 1,060 because I'd much rather get 1,060 than 1,020. Because if I sell the bonds at 1,020, that's all I get. If I convert the stock right now, if it doesn't drop, I'm getting 1,060 worth of stock. That's way better than selling 1,020. It is not that difficult. Okay, I'm saying that's about as hard as a convertible bond question you'll get. Okay. If you pass the 65, okay. If you get past the 65, yes, you'll have to study some of the mutual fund stuff, but you are really set up. That's the thing. If you pass the 65, you're absolutely set up for the 6, 100%. It's really good shape for it. Okay. Okay, had an extra essay. So if here's the thing, here's a couple places. Hope that helped, Carla. Okay, so now, um, couple places. One, Notman has a free one on their website. That's one. That's free. I think Quizlet does ship, but I wouldn't order it. FINRA has one on their website. I wouldn't do that till you're closer. If you, depending who your vendor is, if you have Kaplan, then you can buy Achievable for like $70 and you get 39 billion questions because they have a template that changes everything. Okay. Oh, hold on. Antoinette. Hold on. Did I miss something? Hold on. Did Antoinette pass? I don't see. That is one big fucking mosquito. Remember, I get shot in the B in this Series 7. I'm about to get nailed by it. If you see me running screaming, it's because it's a wait, congratulations, Antoinette. What did I miss? Did I miss it? I can't find it. I guess I missed it. Anyway, if I missed it, Jonathan, again, congratulations. And go Nuggets. That's awesome. Okay. Let me get back to this. Okay. Boom, Facebook user. Boom. Okay. Actually, I don't, Julian. I should. I just don't. I never did. Okay. Notman Marks, Tommy Pren. Knopman. Notman Marks or by Achievable. Okay. No. Marcella. No. The SIE is like $65 with my coupon, right? It's the 7 is 149 or something like that. Okay. Okay. That's so if you want easy stuff, you can go for extra SIE ones, go to Achievable, it's $75. Cheap, and you get almost pretty much unlimited questions, okay? And great explanations. If you want the 7, it's 149. I'm not, again, it's a funny thing, I don't fucking work for them. And that's why I say if you want to buy them and don't use my link because you maybe you think of just go get that is one big ass bug. I gotta get it out of here. Hold on. I mean, it's literally it's like 3 inches, and that's huge, right? Okay. Boom, gone. Got it out. Hope it doesn't attack me now. Close the window before it comes in. Hold on. Okay. Now, no. You are fine. You're fine on that. Okay. So Notman Marks, you can get a free practice test. They're good. And check them out. They have some good stuff too. They have some good material. I have a link in there if you want to buy them. Okay. Now. Okay. Net. I am 30 minutes behind. That's fucking crazy. Okay. What's the key difference between 7? Probably everyone's gone. Okay. There you go. I like that. Okay. I'm Irish. 3 inches is big. Okay. 7 is strictly just product suitability and for the FINRA stuff. The 66, half of it is rules and regs, some investment vehicles, and then strategies. Kind of like if you hear modern portfolio theory and all that shit, that's if so. I think the 7 and all that has. See, sometimes I'm reading other questions, so and I'm trying to answer that too. So if I have the 7, okay, that they touch modern portfolio theory a little bit in CAPM. On the 6, they go a little bit deeper. They want a deeper understanding of it. There's more regs. There's more state rules. There's more like stuff on trusts and insurance company. It's just different. It's totally different. Okay. Why would you even fucking try that? Why would Net? I love you. Why would you even think about that? Why would you think I'm not even going to just? You're just gonna. I mean to say, what you're gonna just buy the book? If you're just gonna buy the book, get the Achievable. Just do it that way. I mean, there's overlap, but instead of buying the book and paying $100, but pay 75 or 70, 64 with my discount for the Achievable. Seriously, for the SIE, do it right. Let's not take any chances. Okay. Yeah, you can buy the book, but in reality, that is studying. Testing is not studying. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. Most vendors are more complicated than the exam is. Most vendors are more complicated than the exam is. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Okay. Again, Facebook user, I'm so happy. Okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I know I talk fast. I apologize. Just keep practicing your questions. They have good videos too. Okay. Um, keep taking press. Okay. Yes, read it. Read the question. Read the Karina. Yes. Every time you fail, this is for anyone who's failed, so I can skip past some of it. If you failed the exam, one, take a day or two off. Boom. Take a Tuesday off. Then just spend the first 15 to 10 to 15 days reading. So all I want you to do is just read. Okay. Then start doing questions. Get the knowledge. And even if you missed by one, do not think I just missed by four. I want you to think you missed by 31 points and you need to make those 31 points up. That's the way you need to think about it. Okay. That I failed by 31 points. That's what you have to think. Okay. And that's why I'm doing this. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad my podcast helps a little bit. I'm trying to keep adding to that. I have a horrible blog that's not there yet, but I'm working on that. Okay. Now, Nino, I'll get you to. Okay. Exporters by puts, importers by calls. Boom. You buy call. I'll get to it. Okay. Now I got to get to it before in 10 minutes. Okay. First SEs, we got to see 2 week to cram. Last minute focus points. Okay. What exam? If it's the SIE, get the investment risk and what the register up can and can't do. Boom. Okay. For the 4 STC, by far for the series 4, get all the series exams, the 24, the 4, the 9, 10, get STC, they're closest. If it's the 7, you got to get the customer accounts, you got to get the munis, you got to get options. If you don't have options, at least the basic understanding, you're gonna have a long day. Okay. I think Brandon did that, which was awesome. Glad that helped. Rachel again, my queen. She nailed it. Now she's on to the next or last one. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to catch up a lot. Okay. Yeah, fuck past perfect, Jessica. Don't sweat it. Yeah, it's that's right. So just go do my exams. I have 3 achievables and an STC. Go do mine on my website. If you do one on those, you'll be fine. Okay. Fund manager and the investment advisor is literally the same thing. They're the one managing the fund. Okay. Okay, XJ, yes, 100% doable. If you could probably spend a month on each, maybe a month in the SIE, 5 weeks on the 7, and then maybe another 5 to 6 weeks in the 66. Finito. But go hard. You got to do it. Okay. Okay, here's the deal. 250. The most you can, as a register rep, the most you can contribute is 250 per election. Blah blah blah. Okay. As an IA, as an investment advisor. Okay. By the way, that's for an MFP, not any rep. Okay. MFP for an advisor. If you can vote for the person, you can do 350. If you can't vote for the person, you can only do 150. Both of them penalize you with a 2-year knockout. Okay. That's the thing. Okay. Both of them penalize you with a 2-year knockout. Right. Boom. I think basic wisdom nailed that. Basically, if you can only split commissions, right? You can only split commissions with people at your same firm, co-workers, or an affiliated firm. Nailed it. Okay. There you go. I love it. I agree. We're gonna work on it. We'll see. We'll see. We can do that. Okay. Facebook user, good. Get off here. Get some sleep. You're gonna nail it. Read customer accounts either right before or right now, and then watch my 20 guys. Anyone taking the 7 in the next day or two? I have a playlist called 24 hours before the 7. That's like there's 2 suitabilities. There's a taxes video. There's an acronyms video, and then one more. And then my quick and dirty. Okay. Boom. Okay. Boom. You're gonna nail it. We're gonna get you through that. Okay. Boom. I think you got that one. Okay. We got that. I nailed that for you. Okay. Timothy, that's awesome. Boom. I love it. Thank you. I'm sure you're gone already because it's only been a fucking 30 minutes since you said it. I apologize. That's awesome. Okay. Billy, I don't know. Don't worry about it. I only saw one. Okay. So that's awesome. Timmy, I don't know if you're still on here or not, but congratulations. That's fucking awesome. I fucking love it. Boom. Then you one left, 63 or 66, and then you're done, right? I hope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think the Yeah, the wording is killing everyone. It really does. You got to get the. That's why I prefer multiple vendors, not because one's not good, but I like if you like achievable wording, and then you use the Kaplan sock, and then SEC stuff. Then your mind is open to different types of questions. You can look at it different ways. Okay. Mortgage REIT versus equity REIT. Okay, not really a thing. Mortgage, not they're not going to question on this. This is like, no, okay. Mortgage REIT. That what happens is they're doing mortgages and you're getting income from the mortgages. Equity REIT is they're buying properties and you're getting rent or they're flipping houses, all commercial property. So equity REIT is they're actually buying and flipping houses or renting them out. Mortgage REIT, it's all about mortgage income. Okay. Fuck Ivy. Damn it. I'm running out of time. Hold on. I got to get to this. I couldn't remember the name of the elevator, but I knew I talked to you, and then I knew what you looked like. Okay, okay. So here's a question. Okay, the Canadian dollar one, Ivy. Don't worry about it. It's a number thing. They'll never ask that question. But here's the next one. Okay, wait, where's it? Oh, here they are. Again, don't sweat the Canadian dollar one, Ivy. It's not. You're not gonna have to do the math on that. Okay. An investor has purchased 1,000 shares of XYZ stock. Which of the following option transactions would be the most effective means of reducing the cost? Reducing the cost means adding cash, okay? Reducing cost means adding cash. So if I'm long stock, Ivy, how do I add cash? How do I supplement my income? How do I reduce the cost? I would sell something. So Ivy, if you're still on here, tell me what you would sell. And then boom, I'm going to move on, okay? Yes, 100% I agree. Kaplan stuff, they're way harder. I agree. I'm almost catching up. Okay. Again, like I said, stick to the achievable program. Just do the little quizzes and then read as you go along. Okay. Key formulas to memorize. I'm almost caught up with people. This is amazing. Okay. So Ivy, I need an answer on that puppy. Is if you're trying to add income, do you buy or sell options? And then if since we know that since we're adding income, which is reducing cost, that's going to be selling something, right? So if I'm long stock, what do I sell to add income? Key formulas to memorize. I always try to do this. All the option stuff. Margin, small. PE ratio, earnings per share, maybe dividend payout ratio, maybe. Tax equivalent yield, taxable yield. Um, Current yield for sure. Convertible stuff for sure. Okay. Those are the kind of the main ones. I'm trying to think if there's another one. I don't think you have to figure out the NAV. You might have to figure out the sales charts. That's about it. Okay. I guess I'm still on here. Okay, good. Okay. People stop commenting. Maybe they're just listening or they're just sick of it. Okay, now. Okay, Nino, if you're still on here, remember something. If you're an exporter, which you're doing, okay. If you're an exporter, okay, if you're an exporter, you're going to buy puts on the foreign currency. Remember that. If you're an exporter, you're going to buy puts on the foreign currency, okay? If you're an importer, you're going to buy calls on the foreign currency. That's it. I mean, that's the deal on that, okay? If you're an that's why you use Epic as everyone uses it, but Epic. Exporters buy puts, importers buy calls. That's how you remember that. Okay, good. I don't know if you're under commercial or not. Nobody's commenting. That's good. Okay. Now, who cannot? So, yeah, so Nino is going to be buy yen puts if you're an exporter. Okay. Who cannot participate in an IPO? Restricted person. Okay. Okay. Let me get into that a little bit now. You know, it's funny. I think there must be a commercial going on because usually what happens, I'll get nothing, and then also I get like 10 questions at a time. Okay. So now, who cannot? So if you work restricted persons or people who work in the broker dealer world, if you work for a member or you're a money manager or you're a lawyer that does primary business or you're considered a fiduciary of a broker dealer, partners, Kasia, I'll see you tomorrow. Um, if you're if you work for a broker dealer, you work in the business, you cannot buy on IPOs. Yes. So if you're long stock, Ivy, you sell a call. If you're long stock, you sell a call. Okay. That's the deal. If you're long stock, you sell a call. Okay. Now, remember, this is only for equity IPOs. If you want to buy a preferred or a bond or even additional offering after the first time, nobody cares. It is literally only equity IPOs. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Remember that. Okay. Good. Now, sales. Okay. So sales contest is the big thing. And I have to go back, look more about the rules changing. But here's the deal on this. You can have a sales contest, but it cannot be for selling a specific product. It can only be total commissions. And I think they changed the rules and I'll look it up. But pretty much the whole thing is that if you do a sales contest, it has to be for total commissions, not or total product, not as you can't just say, listen, whoever sells the most annuities, because then it loses the suitability part. Okay. That's what it has to be. And I think there's limits on it. I'll try to look up those limits now with the new rules. But that's really the way I think about it is that if you're going to do a contest, which people do all the time, you have to make sure that it's for commissions and business generated, not for specific products. I still think sales contests should probably go away anyway, because then you're pushing people to do trades when maybe they shouldn't be, right? I mean, they're going to start doing trades when they shouldn't. It promotes churning. Okay. So you get that win to Jamaica. Okay. Okay, soft dollar. Okay. So just understand what a soft dollar is. So if I am normally a broker dealer, I can only get paid. I can only get paid what? On commissions, on trades. So in reality, I can't get paid just for giving advice. So what I'll do is I can provide you with software to help you analyze stocks. I can pay for tickets to a convention that helps you invest. I can give you software, research and conventions. I can pay for that for you as a broker dealer. So what happens is you can pay me for that in commission. So what happens is, say I normally charge you a penny a share. Boom. Say I normally charge you a penny a share to do trades, and I do $20,000 worth of research for you, whatever. You can't pay me. You can't cut me a check for that because I'm a broker dealer. Okay. Now, hold on. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now, so you pay me. So you're going to pay me. So you owe me 20 grand. I'm now going to jack your commission up to 2 cents a share. Boom. I jump it up to 2. And now as you do trades with me, I'm going to charge you a 2-cent commission. Okay. That extra penny that I charge you goes toward what you owe me. Okay. And then that's a soft dollar because you pay me. And once you pay me back, I drop your commission back down. A lot of paperwork, a lot of stuff. I don't know what unit 3 is. Okay. And I don't know which test it is. So that's the way that goes. So soft dollar is that a commission sharing agreement is usually when we have a research person and I'll pay for someone else's research to them, and then you'll pay. You'll do a trade, and what happens is I'll share some of the commission with that research time. So what happens is I'll give you research. That's not mine. That's theirs. Then when you pay me and I pay them. Okay. I did a video on the soft dollar stuff, but again, soft dollar has to be to benefit the client. So it can't be just for an IA for their own good, right? It has to be so they can help do stuff for their customers, research, investing, stuff like that. Okay. You can pay for strippers and shit like that. Okay. Julian, I don't. I probably should make one, but I don't. Okay. That's right, Ninika. Don't worry about this. Just take your time. It's not a race, right? Okay. So I think we got that now, right? Your best bet, you're going to buy a put. You're going to buy a put on the foreign currency because look, you're afraid. Here's the thing about this. You're afraid, right? So think about it. Boom. I am econ guy. How far away am I? Boom. I fucking love it. That's awesome. Congratulations, econ guy. Okay. You better pass it if you're an econ guy. Okay. And again, the original butterfly, 100% for the 4, the 24, the 9, 10 SCC is the best. Okay. So understand how this works. Okay. 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 How this works. If I am, say that, so think about this way. So here's a Canadian, let's say Canadian dollar is $1 and the US currency is $1. Say they're equal. So if I sell QP dollars to Canada, they're going to buy for $1 each. It's 1,000. They buy 1,000, and I'm good to go. But if all of a sudden the Canadian dollar drops to be worth 80 cents, right? If it drops to 80 cents, it only buys 80 cents of our dollar, right? So what happens is they I'll get into that. So now, forgot Billy, I forgot about that one. I'll get to it before I jump off. My student, I already have a student waiting for me. Now, if the Canadian dollar drops, so it only buys 80 cents of our dollar, it's not worth as much. When they go to buy QP dollars, they're going to still spend 1,000. They're only buying 800 of our QP dollars. We're making less. We're selling less QP dollars, right? So we're going to buy puts on the Canadian dollar. So hopefully the money we make on the put will offset the money we lose because the Canadian dollar dropped. Now the other side, if I'm an importer, I'm buying Canadian stuff. If their dollar goes up to 120 and I'm trying to buy QP dollars from them, big trade in QP dollars, I can't buy. It's going to cost me more to buy them because their currency went up. So I'll buy calls so that I'll make money on the rise in their currency, and that extra money will help me buy the extra stuff. So that's why exporters buy puts are where the foreign currency go down, and importers buy calls are where the foreign currency go up. Hope that helps, Nino. Okay. So remember, 144, 144, 1% of the assets, 1% of the outstanding, 4 weeks trading volume, 4 times a year, every 90 days. If you're a control person, you fill out the 144 every 90 days. And whatever number they come up with, that's what you can sell for the 90 days. If you don't sell that, then you don't get to add it on to new, and you have to do a new form, and that tells you how much you can sell during that 90 days. Control people have a 90-day hold. Okay, 90, not a hold period. They have a 90-day period to sell. Restricted shares have no limit on how much they can sell, but they have to wait 6 months. The Reg D, if you buy Reg D, you have to wait 6 months. After that, you fill out a 144 one time. Boom, you can sell all your shit. Okay. Boom, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there together, Jessica. Right? Okay. Now, again, boom. Okay. So now, real quick, I have a video on covered L versus 529. While we're talking, I'm gonna look for it. Look at that. There it is. Super easy. I'm gonna put it in here. Billy, do not leave the chat yet. That's going to save you some time. Billy, go in here and check this. Boom. Okay. There's the video. Okay, Billy, that's the video for 529 versus covered up. That's literally what you need. The only thing old is I don't even think I have the numbers. Yeah, 17 grand a year, but I don't think they're doing the numbers. You can lump sum it for 5 years at a time on the 529. Billy, tell me you got that. Boom. I'm glad you got that. Boom. It's 4 fucking minutes. Anyone who knows the difference, that's in my. Also, guys, those kind of videos are in my quick topic playlist. Okay, back to this. I got to jump off because my student. I think I got most of the questions. I don't know what Facebook user. I don't know what Unit 3 is. I'll try to, if I'm off here, try to comment on the video tomorrow. Tell me what it is, and I'll try to see if I can help you out on that. Don't forget, I'm here to help you, series70exam.org. Don't forget Michael Weiss. He's at series70examtutor.com. The best provider for the SIE for sure is the Achievable stuff. I have the link there. And if not, and then if you need other stuff, Achievable's great on the other vendors too. It's a little more even there, but by far SEC. For the SIE, they explain it like, look, this is what I explain. Brandon has great stuff. He writes his shit, okay? Yeah, Billy, I think you're in good shape. Absolutely. Brandon, the way Brandon writes, he kind of explains stuff down to earth, like I do, like normal people. As we were talking about, we're not. The whole point is us not being super elitist brains, academians, makes it easier to teach because we understand what it all went through. I mean, I was literally a criminal justice major coming into this business, and I started working at a hedge fund. It was crazy. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to check out my membership. So get mid-70s, Billy. You're fine. And are you doing? Did you take the? Hope you took the practice exam on FINRA, and then try the NOTMA one. See how you're doing that. And I did a NOTMA one on video. I think I'm in the middle of doing another Achievable one soon this week. If I have time. Guys, go check out my membership group. Not for the SIE. If you're taking the SIE, save your damn money. Okay, but for the 7 and stuff, join this. We have these study groups that do every Sunday. We do every Sunday night we meet. It costs you a little bit of money, but really $50 a month. And if you're doing the options, you get an options hour and you get a 7-hour 4 times a month. That's 2 hours. That's 8 hours a month for $50. Do the math on that. It's pretty fucking cheap. Okay, everyone, you all have a good night. I got to go teach for a couple more hours, and I will see you on Thursday. Thank you. You all be good. Wash your hands.